Good morning, hello, good afternoon, whatever time of day that you watch this video. I just wanted to check in with you first to say how much I appreciate you and how blessed I am to have you in my world. And just to thank you in advance and presently for everything. Um, I know yesterday was kind of a heavy conversation uh, or just an introduction to a few things that I wanted to drop on you today. But I was really praying and meditating and just thinking about different things related to the family. And while I don't want to go macro, and I would love to just keep it micro, but I realized that it has been my inability to see the larger picture that kind of has offset or has got me off track when the smaller things come into play. And the truth is, it's kind of the genesis of what I said, where God really wants to restore families. He wants to do something in the homes, especially with the black family and everything that entails. And because of that, the enemy doesn't want to see that. So, as I really begin to reflect, like, man, well, what is happening? I know there's a natural reality to just adjusting and managing and communication and, talking and balancing, all those things that are natural. But beyond that, there's a spiritual war that is definitely going on that I have not always responded to accordingly. Often I respond in Rob's strength rather than in God's strength. And one thing God said to me this morning was, I need you to do this my way. And if I'm going to say that God has revealed you to me, if I'm going to stand in confidence that we're going to walk in purpose, then I has to walk out in every area of my life and in our life um, with our children and different things like that. One thing that I have not done consistently is, been very intentional about how I pour the Lord into them. It's kind of been a backdrop, but never been so much at the forefront. They know what I believe, and we've done Bible studies here and there and go to church on Sundays. But there are things that I really need to take a lead on to drop some real deposits in their life, because there's things that they're just going to have to grow into to come to the knowledge in for themselves. Now, it's no secret their mother and myself, we live two different lifestyles. She lives in darkness, and I live in the light. And I think that's the basis of a lot of it. We're just not going to be in agreement on certain things. It's not going to happen until she comes to the knowledge of the Lord. There's just things we're not going to see eye to eye on. But in not seeing eye to eye, that doesn't mean that we have to go to war over it either. I think at this chapter in my life, yes, like you, I want peace without drama. And I don't feel that we're in war right now, but I do feel there's an introduction to you need to prepare yourself to respond and to handle things according to the kingdom. The advantage that I have with you is that you are a saved sister. You're a spiritual sister. You're a prophetic sister. And I think God, He's going to stretch you in all of those areas to not respond in your flesh, to not just, react and all those other things. And, it's not easy. And I fail. I do fail. But I have to believe that there's so much more in purpose that He wants to do with us and through us. There is truly a call on both of our lives, that He wants to get us to. I believe that you are surely the woman for me. I will do all that I can to support you and help you to feel supported, to help you to feel like I got your back, to help you to feel as though you're not out here on your own. I will defend you. I'll go to bat for you. And I believe and pray that you'll do the same for me. I don't know how God is going to shape and shift our family, um, in the future, in the forthcoming present. I don't know. There's things that are just new. Um, they're not all bad. Some of it is just new. Some is exciting. I think it is important for us to build, to still, and this is not just for you, but us building relationships with our children. That's that's a great thing. Me building more of a tighter relationship with Robbie, because Robbie is not 10 anymore, and I have to adjust to understanding who he is today, and not who he was yesterday. And there's some things that, yes, I thought about what you said. Well, what are you going to shift? There are some things that I can shift and will shift as it relates to him. He's growing into a younger man. And, you know, I got an introduction to that this week. As Lanaya is growing into a young lady. So there's things that it's not easy, but this is parenting. I will go through it again, and that doesn't mean that it's going to be smooth because, you know, you gave birth to the child. No, this is all a part of the package of parenting and guiding. Yes, it offers a different dynamics because there's another voice involved, but I believe that, as long as we're walking in truth and integrity and we're leading in that way, then God will deal with some of that stuff. He will. And we just got to trust him. And I have to lead by example in that regard and not let stuff piss me off, but to communicate with you and so that we can partner in it. Like, you're not just an extra accessory. No, you are equal to me, and we will build as one. So I just wanted to encourage you and let you also know that, listen, this is a lot. This will be work. Every day won't be perfect. There will be some times that you do want to quit. There will be sometimes you want to throw in the towel. I understand it. But I believe that, as the Bible says, that if you faint not, you will reap a real harvest. And I believe the things that we're going to do in this world far outweigh the obstacles that may jump in front of us. So just remember that you're chosen for such a time as this. It's not always love and bubbles. There is real work that needs to be done, real work. And marriage is the hardest thing you will ever do in your life. Me building a real marriage is the hardest thing that I will ever do in this life here on earth. It's not going to be easy. It is real. That's why so many don't make it. But there's blessings and peace on the other side if you don't quit. So let's continue to pray for each other. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm with you. And we got this. All right? Love you.